Kenny Dalglish said yesterday, we must get something from Derby if we're going to win the title, but these hardly rate as worrying times for the team, 14 points clear at the top of the First Division. Now, if Liverpool could get something tonight, they'd have equalled this unbeaten record of Leeds United, set in their championship season, 73-74. Up till now, the longest unbeaten start to a season in league history. Leeds' record ended with a 3-2 defeat at Stoke in their 30th match. Liverpool, by comparison this season, well, they've had 22 wins compared to Leeds' 19. They've scored more goals and conceded fewer. In fact, they've kept 14 clean sheets in the last 15 matches. Their triumphant season, it began at Arsenal, a 2-1 victory with John Aldrich getting the first. And that, in many ways, was the theme of Liverpool's season. Kenny Dalglish's big money signings quickly getting on the score sheet, and Liverpool seemed unbeatable.
Barnes won it. He won it from Brock. He's got Beardsley going to his left, but still Barnes. That's a fabulous individual goal. Here's a first chance for Houghton then. And he's gone through everybody. Oh, what an impact by the substitute. Aldridge. Beardsley. Oh, brilliantly done by Peter Beardsley. What can you say apart from pure genius? So tonight, Derby hoping for their biggest crowd of the season inside the baseball ground, wondering whether they will see Liverpool equal that record or whether Derby County can stop them marching towards football immortality. And the reassuring presence in the Derby goal of Peter Shilton is a reminder on a night when history could be made that he too can rewrite the record books in the league's centenary season. Shilton making his 816th Football League appearance, only 8 short of the all-time record held by Terry Payne. The Derby team is unchanged, but number 7 Ted McMinn may be new to some English viewers. He came from Glasgow Rangers via Seville, and there's a return as substitute for Gary Micklewhite, who's been out since September with a ruptured Achilles tendon. Liverpool field the team that demolished Manchester City, so Craig Johnston continues to deputise for John Aldridge. Number 3, Gary Ablett, had a spell on loan to Derby in their 3rd division days, and Liverpool too have a substitute who's been out for a long time. Kevin McDonald back in the 13 for the first time in 18 months. The referee tonight is Tony Ward from New Southgate in North London. And he starts the match in which Liverpool have to avoid defeat to equal the Leeds United 29-match run. It's Gary Gillespie. And a free kick straight away to Liverpool. Competitive figure of Mickey Lewis in the Derby midfield. And Nigel Spackman. Here's Steve Nicol. McMahon. Alan Hansen, the captain. Good running by Gary Ablett from left back. Cut out by McMinn. Barnes. Spackman. Here's Beardsley. Liverpool attacking the end where their supporters are gathered. That's the Osmaston end of the ground. Sean Gregory for Derby. And that's risky, and that's Houghton. And Shilton's first save comes almost out of nothing. A casual back pass, and Ray Houghton close to putting Liverpool in front. Went over Gillespie, but Hassan was covering behind him. Gregory felt that that was a foul. Sliced by Hindmarch. This is Johnston. Good running by Steve McMahon in the middle. And good goalkeeping by Peter Shilton in an emergency. That was typical Liverpool. The minute there was a mistake made in the defence, they found a gap. The ball through was instant by Johnston. McMahon saw the opportunity, but look how Shilton got 12 yards out. Gregory to Lewis. McMahon's tackle, and McMahon goes down rather awkwardly and in some pain. It was a challenge with Mickey Lewis that left McMahon on the ground, and the bench were up a little anxiously for Liverpool. Lewis goes to help him, but Steve McMahon not the sort to go down unless he's hurt. And Kenny Dalglish looks on. Two very competitive players here in the middle of the field, Steve McMahon and Lewis. And McMahon seemed to dig his own right foot in there and get the worst of it. Now when play resumes, Kenny Dalglish's team, with McMahon hobbling back into action, have to defend a free kick. And Mark Wright is forward for Derby, and so is Rob Hindmarch. Hindmarch coming in now, and on the break it's Johnston. McMahon is trying to run off the injury, but he certainly isn't at full throttle. McMahon, Barnes. Oh. Well, this lad in the middle there, Mickey Lewis at number 8, has a reputation for being one of the most well, I was going to say competitive players. It was a bit more than that there. Here's Houghton. He's certainly a ball winner, is Lewis. Here's Nicol. Houghton. Now Peter Beardsley. Running off Nigel Callaghan. So a corner to Liverpool. Short to Nicol. McMahon. Nicol. McMahon's gone again. Well, volleyed over from on the 6-yard line, but the build-up was exemplary. Again, this short touch play from Liverpool. McMahon, Nicol, McMahon, and rising all the time. 10 minutes left in the first half. Derby County 0, Liverpool 0. Williams. Forsyth. Williams. McMinn out right. Good ball. 3 in the middle. G. And Gregory. Handball maybe. Phil G got up though, and that was a promising move by Derby, perhaps the best they put together in the half. Ted McMinn floating in the cross. G was at an awkward angle really to direct the header, and then John Gregory stole in behind Nicol but used his hand. John Barnes. Peter Beardsley. So quick Spackman to see the space from the throw-in. Beardsley, and still brilliant effort, the best possibly of the half from Peter Beardsley. Didn't need much time or room there. Such good play in terms of close control, and then without very much backlift, there goes the shot, although Peter Shilton possibly had that covered. A lively half, and Derby County won't be displeased with the position. They've held Liverpool up to now. Liverpool having made perhaps more openings, but Derby certainly pushing them as hard as they possibly can. No score at half-time in game number 29 for Liverpool. So much has been said, and rightly, about Liverpool's flamboyant attacking play this season, but what about their defence? 14 clean sheets in the last 15 matches. Terrific record. The only player to score against them in that period was Watford's Luther Blissett, and his side were 4 goals down at the time. And there have been a few changes in personnel back there as well, don't forget. Mark Lawrenson still out, Barry Venison missing, and Jim Beglin has been out all season. Forward by McMinn. Was that hands by Gillespie? Well, it's G anyway. And it was almost into the path of Callahan. Instead, here's Barnes, but not for long. Paul Blades. And now Callahan. Gregory waits in the centre, coming in now. Nicol was with him, did enough. That was Beardsley. Blades. And again. Well, this could be worrying news for England as well as for Liverpool. Steve McMahon, who was hurt following a challenge with Mickey Lewis in the first half, is going off almost as soon as the second half starts. And Jan Molby, who hasn't started a first-team game this season, he's been on as sub before after having had 2 injuries himself. He exemplifies the strength of Liverpool's squad. Number 14 in midfield. Beardsley. Here's McMinn. Gary Gillespie. Johnston. Beardsley to Barnes. Molby is well forward as well. Barnes ball into Johnston. Here's Phil G for Derby. McMinn making a run inside. Hansen is the defender. Corner given. I wondered about that for a minute. I thought it might have gone off G, but Derby have got the verdict. And John Barnes back defending for Liverpool. Molby, Beardsley, and still Derby get to grips with Liverpool in that central area. Oh, lovely touch from Peter Beardsley. He was then blocked by Blades. The largest crowd here at the baseball ground for a league match, we think, in 8 years. The official figure, 26,356. That's just about capacity. Barnes from Beardsley, and still Barnes. How did he get that across? Johnston, and off the line. Johnston, goal. Craig Johnston put it away after the first shot from Steve Nicol had been scrambled off the line. Liverpool are in the lead. And John Barnes involved again. But just watch this. Another goal to savour from Liverpool. The ending may have been a bit untidy, but Barnes got to the line. Derby were always defending desperately there. Houghton was there, Nichols' shot. That may be Callaghan on the line, but Craig Johnston drives that inside the near post. And the Liverpool fans salute the goal, which puts them ahead in match number 29. And the shot from McMinn. Well, they had to take off McMahon, but it doesn't seem to have disturbed their rhythm, does it? Right. Hindmarch. McMinn. Oh, well played. Gee, Gregory's in the middle, and he didn't want the ball driven that far ahead of him from Phil G. Although Stevie Nicol did something there that may have gone unnoticed. He just was clever enough to let that ball zip across. I can think of a defender or two who might have stuck his foot out in a panic and put that in his own net. Here's Beardsley. Johnston. Mulvey. And Barnes coming in on this, but Chilton able to pick it out. And Stevie Nicol. G. Offside against G. Well, the referee may have penalised the handball first, but anyway, on this last Derby County move, Phil G found himself from McMinn's pass in a good position. Gregory was the target. Look at Steve Nicol there, he just said, let it go. Johnston penalised, and now Derby County will make a substitution. Ted McMinn, who has had a slight pelvic strain, is going off. And he'll be replaced by a man who deserves quite a welcome, Gary Micklewhite, who's been out of the team since September, some long months of rehabilitation at the Sports Centre at Lillishall, where the medical advice is so good these days. So he's on now, wearing number 14, Gary Micklewhite, and he is an outside right, so it's a straight replacement for McMinn. Free kick curled in. Hindmarch is closing in. Hansen's header it was, and Barnes' clearance. Back in again by Blades. And that was Gregory's header. And John Barnes finding room for himself. Forward by Spackman to Beardsley. On the ground rather quiet now. Liverpool seem to have things under control. Beardsley. Johnston in the middle. Houghton's coming round the back. Mulvey's joining them. Thundered that shot in, Jan Mulvey. He's had a pretty awkward year, not getting in the side much, and wanting to impress the Danish manager for the European Championships. And he certainly, as we know, can strike a ball beautifully, and he caught that full on the volley. Here's Micklewhite. Williams. Forsyth. And again, good run by Michael Forsyth, brilliant run. Micklewhite's there, and a chance here. Forsyth came in, and it's the equaliser for Derby County. That was a super move, and the left back gets so much credit. Michael Forsyth, Liverpool born actually, would you believe that? And he may have slightly spoiled their night. He fed the first ball out to Micklewhite, and then he continued his run in the centre, got to the ball there with Gary Gillespie, and it flew in, and Derby are level with 5 minutes to go. So, 1-1, and is the record safe? Just look at the substitute Mickelman. It was a lovely ball in, and Forsyth and Gillespie got there together, and the ball ricocheted past Grobbelaar. Callahan. I've hardly seen a misplaced pass receive so many cheers as that one did. Referee has checked his watch. And Liverpool hammer the ball upfield, and that's the record equal. A 1-1 draw means Liverpool have gone 29 matches from the start of the season, 22 wins and 7 draws to be exact. But there was quite an exciting finish there when Derby County drew level to salvage a very important point for them. Having said that, Liverpool applaud their fans, and the scene now shifts to Goodison Park on Sunday, when Liverpool will attempt to surpass Leeds' achievement and make it 30 matches in a row. But tonight at the baseball ground, after a good second half, it's Derby County 1, Liverpool 1.